think the point of today's video is that you can work on all the mechanics you want, but you find out sometimes the more you work on mechanics, the worse it gets, and the swing is over so fast you can't overanalyze it.
Yeah, I think that again, as you age, and you do this through several stages through your career, you start slowing down with your bat. You've got to really come back and refocus on the fact that you're swinging as hard as you can with the great mechanics. And not that mechanics are not important, mechanics are very important, but you study your mechanics, get your mechanics correctly, then when you go up to bat, you don't worry about your mechanics, you worry about seeing the ball and hitting the balls, again, as hard as you possibly can.
I think we can start out by saying, more load up. People see guys like Rusty, Bumgarner, Hall, it looks like they're really loading up on the rear leg, but when I talk to them, it's an effortless motion. You shouldn't really be thinking about the pre-swing, so cut that down to 5% and just naturally do what you do to get ready to explode into the swing. How much effort do you feel like you have on your swing in the pre-swing?
Well, I've always tried to slow it down on that, but that's been one of my weaknesses, so I put a lot of focus on that. And then what happens is I get in the habit of just putting it down and going as quick as I can, and that's not the correct way to do it. You do need to slow that down where you're really seeing the ball coming in, where you can make good contact with the ball.
When I was at spring camp this year, I talked to the pros, I talked to Magnum and a lot of other pros. Everybody agrees, and the best teaching I did there was to say hand path goes to the ball. So Steve, if you get a pitch that's thigh high, your hand, as fast as you can pull, explode, your hand path will go down. But if you get a chest high pitch, it's going to go level to slightly up.
Exactly, and we get caught up sometimes with worrying about whether we're swinging down or swinging up or swinging level, and really that's the main focus, is look at the ball, watch where the ball is coming in, and that's where you're driving your hands towards that ball at that point in time. If it's low pitch, you're going to be driving down. If it's a higher pitch, you're going to be swinging up. A chest high, you're going to be swinging pretty normal.
And so we want to take that hand path to the ball, and more specifically, if you want to hit line drives in the middle, that's fine. You have a margin of error either way, but if you want to have rising line drives and power, you got to aim at the bottom of the ball.
Absolutely, and when you're back focusing on the ball, it's not as hard or difficult as it may seem, because your tendency at that point in time is you can really go straight to the ball, either high, medium, or low on the ball itself. It's not that difficult.
Really, if you just go on a straight line when they say A to B, that means wherever your hands start, if the ball's down here, rotate and pull from A to B. From start all the way through to finish full extension as fast as you can. Again, a higher pitch, easy to get underneath A to B underneath. But if you do that, that's how dumbed down you have to make it.
The tendency for a lot of people is to kind of dip on this. And so, again, the focus is a very simple focus, and it really makes your swing go harder and faster as well as you go straight A to B to the ball itself. I mean, it's a very simple concept to master.
Well, the way you get home run distance or line drive distance is if you can cut through the bottom of the ball. Hit the bottom of the ball, you get underspin. And then secondly, if you want to get more launch angle, it's done with the body, not the hands.
As we get a little bit older, we stand more erect. And you've got to get that back down where you are looking at a good launch angle on that. You're still swinging very level, but you're swinging level at an upward angle, and that really drives the ball.
And again, even level, that's a term I think it can be A to B.
A to B.
Straight line, where your hand position starts to where you finish through the bottom half of the ball or the middle of the ball, and that's an absolute truth.
If you take your load back here, you're really getting back to the connecting point here, and you're driving through A to B, and you've got your angle on this, all you have to do is focus on the ball. You're not worried about any of the mechanics of what you're doing. This should become automatically where all you're focusing on is that A to B swing.
All right, Steve, thanks. It's been great to have you here in Wisconsin.
Good to see you again, always.
Good luck.
Thank you.